testing out this rug, the grass here. So, a couple things I want to test. I'm going to do just a short video, but I want to just test out the audio and the look of it. So, right now it's kind of a mess. It's wrinkly and got to fold it over to make it complete. But okay, now it's like the volume that I know I'm gonna keep it at. So yeah, before I put that down, I want to make sure that everything's in the right spot and test that out first. So I think I'm gonna do, wow, that microphone's so hot. So this microphone's on. That microphone's on 0 dB, which is where I want. No, I want to be negative 10 dB actually, negative 10 dB. That's why it's so loud. And then this one down here. This is also live, and it's at 0 dB, which I guess is okay for that one. It really doesn't need to be at 0 dB though, it should be at negative 10 dB. It's probably better off to keep it there. And this one, is this on? Yes it is, and this one is at 0 dB. They're all 0 dB. Why are they all 0 dB? Oh man, I have to find a better system for keeping that one. Right now it gets in the way of things. That's something that might work, that I'll figure out. Okay, so this can go here, and I can go back here. I can move this chair off the camera. Here now too. I got a new, well, the light's in the way right now, so I have to fix that. But yeah, I've got a new thing, or a new setup here. So it's like, hey, oh, oh, oh. This camera's a little bit higher than it needs. Actually, no, that is the right height, I guess. It just, well, I can modify it, but I mean, sometimes it'd be nice. Right now there is, damn, things keep falling. There's just some extra space there, so I'll just try just tilting this down. It might be a thing that I regularly tilt up and down, I'm not sure. But yeah, because when I'm up here, then it's still like, that's about right. That's a good height for the frame. Even a little bit lower might be good. But yeah, and then when I'm back here, there's also quite a bit of extra height in the top. Not necessary. Maybe here is best. Oh, that starts getting the desk in the way now. But we'll figure it out. That camera's also probably going to be closer to the middle, I imagine. More like this. And we're going to have better green screens back here. These are just temporary ones that are not permanent. So I think it looks good. The two things I want to test are the sound and the look. Probably be good to chroma key it at some point. But yeah, basically there'll be green over there too, and there'll be green up there, and there'll be green over there soon, and there'll be green over there. So that'll be fixed soon. So there'll be green on all back, and it'll be less wrinkled in that green. Just to get an idea, and then there won't be this big wrinkle here because I'm going to fix these wrinkles. But I think it looks good. I also want to test the size of the frame, the room in general too. So like right now, I think this camera is just tilted too far to the right because it's getting that window, and it cannot get that window. It should not get that window because getting that window is a problem. Can't get that window unless I cut it off in the frame. But it'd be better, I think right now it definitely is just tilted more than it should be. I think it should be more like this. Yeah, something like that. I don't know what that thing is. I think it's this. Yes, it's that. Okay. So now we got rid of the window. It's still a little bit bright there, like, well, also the window blinds are open, so that's probably fine. It'd be nice to have a robotic thing to lower it and raise it. Actually, no, I think I just raised it by accident. I'm just way too high. I don't need a robotic thing. Robotic thing would be nice if anyone wants to send me like a robotic camera thing. That'd be super cool. Okay, so this is pretty good. So we still have the bed, which I don't love that that's in the frame, but it's okay. Will it be my flight to your apartment? When I finally get my eyes to you. I think I'll just play one song in the meantime because I have it in my hands. It's right there. Chords, major chords. I only want major chords. Also testing out because I added a fourth monitor over here, so now you just see more, which is I think very helpful. Will it be my pavement or the sidewalk? When I finally lay my eyes on you, someone I've already loved, will you find your way out of the blue? Will it be my flat or your apartment? When I finally realize I do, will we meet on Baker Street or find ourselves on Melrose Avenue? I don't know who you are, but I'll save you a seat. Hang my coat on the chair next to me. I try to reassure the waiter, say you're down the street. He laughed at me. So here's to you, the most beautiful thing that I have never seen. Someone on the screen asked me a question, something about what love means to me. I lost that spot totally. And maybe it's just circumstance or general compatibility. I don't know who you are, but I'll save you a seat. Hang my coat on the chair next to me. I try to reassure the waiter, say you're down the street. street, he laughed at me. So here's to you, the most beautiful thing that I have never seen. Okay, so yeah, I thought it'd be louder. This one thing that I didn't expect, or I didn't think about with this grass, that's a downside of it, is that it's really loud. I'm in socks right now, so that's something I want to test, the difference between socks and shoes and barefoot. But ideally, I'd like it to be quiet on any surface. It can be creatively useful sometimes because you can kind of play like a drums with it a little bit more, and it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought it might be really bad. Like if I make this 0 on here, which is basically making the microphone down here louder, which I sometimes like to do to pick up the guitar better, then it is quite loud. I think it's something I've been living with for a while. It took a long time to put this rug down, and it's probably gonna take a long time. Probably not really worth making changes, and it's not that big of a deal. I think it's just loud. But right now it's also like max volume and everything. I hear it pretty loud. I don't know how loud it is for you. Things sometimes different in my ears, in my headphones, on your device. So that's cool. And then over there, we're looking great over there. Because that means, let me try moving this chair. Move this stand over here. Oh. Things also leave an impression on it too, but I think the impression goes away after some short amount of time. Like the impression from the legs of the chair and so forth. So yeah, we're green all over, aside from the black part and the part that's just not covered by there. But it looks good. And then the bed, we can figure that eventually. It looks alright as it is, kind of homey. So that's cool. And then the loudness, I'm gonna listen to it and see how loud it sounds. I'll play one more song. Tracksuits and red wine, movies for two. We'll take off our phones, we'll turn off our shoes. We'll play Nintendo, though I always lose. 'Cause you watch the TV while I'm watching you. There's not many people I'd honestly say I don't mind losing to. But there's nothing like doing nothing with you. Dumb conversations, we lose track of time. Have I told you lately, I'm grateful you're mine. We'll watch The Notebook for the 17th time. I'll say it's stupid and you'll catch me crying. We're not making out on a boat in the rain, or in a house of painted blue. 'Cause there's nothing like doing nothing with you. So shut up all the windows and lock all the doors. We're not looking for no one. You'll bite my lip and I want you more, until we end up on a heap on the floor. You could be dancing on tabletops and wearing high heels, drinking until the world spins like a wheel. But tonight your apartment has so much appeal. Who needs the stars? We got a roof, and there's nothing like doing nothing with you. Keep losing my place. It's a little bit disorienting right now because right now I'm looking at a weird angle, which is a byproduct of just where the microphone is, I guess, and where I'm standing. Just gotta get used to all these things. But right now it's that I put the camera to the right side of the monitor, but my text is to the left side. So that's just a natural thing. So let me try moving the monitor back, or the camera back to the middle of the monitor, and that might help with that a bit. I don't know if it's a big deal. I should check that when I watch it. Dan, check that when you watch it. See if that looks awkward. Also, we have a little bit of a desk here, which is a little bit awkward, which I could fix by pulling the monitor up a little bit. And also, I don't know if this monitor is on a tilt right now. It seems like it would be. Yeah, right now, it seems like it's more straight. Straight's probably better. And I can't really move this forward too well. I hope I can actually with one hand. Well, I got rid of most of the black there, so I can just calibrate that and tweak it to be a little better as we go along. The taste of a cigarette in Paris in spring. Conversation with elders and the wisdom they bring. Sunrise in Georgia as the choir sing. The view from an airplane at 12,000 feet. Meet God on a mountaintop along with the stars. Find love somewhere, anywhere, from or deep from the start. Misplace my mind and follow my heart. See the cosmos unfolding and know I'm apart. I'll sleep when I'm older. When the world's got me withered, I'll finally find my way home. I'll sleep when I'm older. I'll be a firework, I'll be a firework, not a flickering flame. Treat life all around me like a one-player game. I'll go to parties, forget all the names. Should it come back to haunt me, it all ends the same. I'll I'll sleep when I'm older. When the world's got me weathered, I'll finally find my way home. I'll sleep when I'm older. Okay, gotta work on that a little bit. But yeah, back to testing though. So this is cool. I'm pretty far from the camera, but that would look cool when there's like cool stuff and be cool to have the ability. I could always lower it, especially if I move that up. So I don't think that needs to be tested as far as right now. I'm just trying to test for stuff that would be would require like moving the desk or moving anything majorly large in this area before I set the grass in permanent position. So yeah, the sound is one thing I want to test, which I'm pretty sure is fine enough. And there was something else. There was at least one other thing. I want to test sitting down to see how the cameras work out in that one. I also want to test putting the camera on this monitor too. So if I have it on, I think it would be best to eventually have a camera here and a camera here. Best to have one each monitor eventually, but just for like that's probably costly and not easy to do right now. But I can pretty easily test it. No, I can't easily test it because there's a wire shortage. There's shortage in the wire. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guitar off. Exactly what I meant to do there. Okay. No! Stop it. Feedback. I'll be happy when there's like no feedback, but they figure out a way to stop it. They do it. Okay, so this is way high now. Oh, that's because I was just messing around with it. So where's the wire here? I think it's this. Yeah, this is the wire. And there's plenty of space, it just needs to be pulled out. Plenty of wire spare. So I'm gonna bring the wire here. Right now this stand is not where it should be. I have to find a better way to fix that or present that. But yeah, this is how this would be, and this would also want to be straight, which might make it a little bit weird looking at, but I don't think it will. Okay, and then this should be down more, angle down more. Okay, so it's not a huge difference. I mean, it's good to test it, but it looks good. So that's cool. I would like it though if these monitors were a little bit more up. I can actually test that right now, because right now if I move it down more, then you get the desk in front of it. But if I pull the monitor up a little bit more, then you could have that, and now you barely have the desk. Now it's too zoomed in for this, although if I have two cameras, then it could also be like one is more zoomed than the other possibly, or just have better, faster control of whether the camera zoomed in or not is the ultimate thing. But this, raising it a little bit, now it's good. It's like a good frame for here. It's actually a little bit higher than it needs to be, so I can even lower it a little bit, because unless yeah, I can lower this more like this. So now it's just barely over the thing, and this is a little bit too low. For most purposes, there's no reason to cut off that. Yeah, it's a little bit too low. I can find an optimal thing eventually. This is also a little bit too high, unless I'm like that. But if I'm sitting up straight, it's just a little bit awkward. And then this is also a little bit too low. And then this is good. I mean, unless I'm like up here, and even that, I'm like very rarely there. So this is actually like perfect. This is like the perfect height that I want it to be usually. So then if I go back here, then that's pretty good. I mean, it'd be nice if it ended like here. I just don't know if that's possible, or it might be possible if I moved up the camera more, but I think this is good enough how it is though. Like, pretty cool to have some space above. I guess it works, and I can always tweak it, but I don't think that's anything that is actionable now. Like any reason not to, I don't think there's any reason to move the desk or anything. Would there be any reason to move the desk? Okay, if I move the desk forward hypothetically, like right now, this is basically the farthest I can go, which is pretty cool because that means I can get like right in the middle of the frame. I like this framing a lot. Like, I don't know, man. It makes a big difference to me, or I just feel like it looks a lot better when there's like an equal amount of frame here as there is to here. You know, when I'm here, it just feels like a little bit awkward, right? Just like there's all this space up here, and especially when my feet are cut off, it just looks stupid, right? I don't know. It could be helpful for some things, but it's nice to have the option to get like proper frames. I gotta watch that now because these are just temporary with wheels I could easily trip on. But that's cool. And then, but let me just test that. If I did move it forward, because I can kind of approximate that effect, and I can do that quite a bit here. So like this is if I moved it forward quite a bit. And now this is a good height for here, even a little bit higher than necessary. But if I'm right here, that's good. And now this, yeah. So I think that the closer I come, the closer I bring the camera to me, the more it kind of intensifies that effect where there's more space above me, because now it's not as possible to get in the middle of the frame as it was before. Like when I was here before, when my toes are at this black thing here, then the top of the frame here is probably like twice the size of the bottom of the frame below my feet. But when I go back over here, now put my feet in the same place. Now I think it doesn't make a big difference, but I think that that evens out the frame more. So now this is only slightly larger than this. Not a huge deal, but I want to move this back too. I think that this monitor could go further back if I wanted to. And then that could kind of approximate the effect. Like one thing I could do is move the desk. Yeah, so this can go all the way back here if I wanted to. And then, yeah, now I don't think I adjusted the height of that camera at all, the angle of it at all. But now it's like very high frame, so I can lower it more like this. But you do catch a desk now, so that probably doesn't work very well. But if the desk was moved back slightly, then you wouldn't catch a desk. So that's something to consider, because then I can have this where if I'm standing again like this, then yeah, now this bottom part of the frame below my feet is actually bigger than above. And if I go here, then if the desk isn't there, then I get a full frame that I'm in that's pretty well spaced and framed, and then I'm also within range of this, because I'm not currently in range of that when I'm back here to get the full body frame when the camera is at like its current spot, not back like it is. Like right now I'm like 2 feet away from this microphone, which means I can't do like, you know, close up singing or talking or whatever like that. I can't use it as effectively. So when I do this, okay, I'll just put it here for now, even though that's not exactly how it was. Gotta play with it to get it how it is. But when I do this now, well, I don't need to be this far back ever. And then this far back still works, really, because it's that. So I don't know, eventually it might be good to push it back like an inch. I can only push it back like an inch. I freed it up because, or I had it pushed back an inch, but I moved it up an inch just because it was difficult to get to the wires back there. But let me try just moving it back, because it might be just a little bit helpful to do that. Moving the desk back, that is. I don't know if I can even get here. This is going to be a tough aerobic move. I'm like doing half split right now. Kind of dangerous. Okay. Okay. Now, this does make this a little bit better. Oh, this is another thing too. This thing comes out a lot farther than I was giving it credit for. So this, if I wanted to bring it all the way out here, then I could do that. And then, that's pretty cool. That's very cool. Because now I have a good sized frame. I'm a little bit low, but if I'm like here, then it's perfect. I can come up a little bit, and then I can still have my feet in the frame. Yo. This is cool, I like this. yo, and then I can come up closer. When I come up closer, I have to bring this up here, which is a little bit awkward. But if I'm on that camera, or if the camera's on that monitor, then it's not awkward. But right now it's awkward. It's just weird because I have no way of moving this microphone closer there. Unless, well, actually I could just move like this. So that works actually. This gooseneck here is really helpful. I didn't realize that, but it kind of blew my mind a little bit because I thought I couldn't do it. But then it's really easy to just do it and pull it away. I just have to get used to that because I never really used it too much back when I had the other side of the room there, and I mostly kept it in one spot, but moved it for slight tweaks. But this is actually really, this is really powerful. Like, it's on a horizontal axis, so I can, turn it like this, and it goes in like a big circle basically, but it only has 40 degrees open because there's stuff in the way like walls and objects. So it can't go very far. It can go from here. It's going to be able to go about 20 degrees more, right? But right now there's a light there that is stopping it from going there. I actually do want to move that light so I can test that. How? I really have to figure out a better solution for this light, but I don't know if I do yet. But that's not a big priority. So yeah, the light is still blocking it, but it can go basically almost all the way off camera like that if I wanted to. Which isn't a huge benefit. It probably could go even more off camera actually. No, this is about the max I can go. If I really want, I can push it here, and then I could have it. Actually, I could say that. Yes, I can go totally off camera, and this is on this side, so that's cool. And then I can easily pull it back on camera, and then also I can get it off the camera by pulling it this way, and eventually it's going to hit a monitor. Oh no! It'd be cool if I can have a space in the monitor so I can not go in front of the monitor, but it works like that. Just gets in the way of my monitor a little bit. But yeah, I could pull this back. So I really like having that stand there. At first I wasn't sure if that was a good idea, but I'm a big fan of that stand. And is this even now? I guess it's probably even, I don't know. It looks about even. So yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll check it one more time later. I'm going to listen to that audio to hear how much this sounds. I want to test it out with you don't hear it so much when it's like stomps. I guess I should put my headphones on so I'll be able to hear it better then too. And that's more, it's more really how it is. Or that's more so how I'll experience it. So I do hear it more with this on than without it on, obviously. But I don't know, it's kind of a cool sound. I mean, it is just another instrument in a way. And then if I take my shoes off, my socks off, it's pretty much the same. So maybe a little bit louder. I thought it might be quieter. And also might decrease a bit when there are no bubbles. I feel like that probably decrease it a little bit, but not that much. But yeah, and I don't think I really wear shoes very much up here. I think I prefer to just wearing socks or shoes or no socks. Maybe shoes sometimes, but I don't think the shoes make a big difference in the sound though. Maybe I should test it. Maybe I'll check to see if I have a pair of shoes right there. I think I might. If I do, then I'll try those. If not, then no testing shoes. No testing shoes. No testing shoes. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Good day, huh, people? Hope everybody's doing good out there. Hooray! Okay, these shoes situation. Found him. Some of the same here. Okay. Pretty much the same thing, I think. when I was playing guitar, you don't really notice it. Or like if I was playing, I don't know, like you do notice it. Like if I was trying to play like a soft song, I have to be aware not to do this accidentally too much, probably. Like, how do you play D on this thing? I'll be a firework, not a flickering flame. Treat life all around me. And B minor with an A. An A is like this. So it means B minor is like this. Treat life all around me like a one-player game. I'll go to the party and forget all the names. Should it come back to haunt me, it all ends the same. I'll sleep when I'm older. I don't know the chords, and also gotta work on the melody there a little bit. Gotta figure it out a bit, but yeah, this has been a good test. I think that's everything I wanted to test. So now I got a little bit of a feel for it. So let me just try just with like I don't know something else I might be doing with this sound here. But it looks great though. It looks awesome, and I can tweak it. I'll test out going behind that to see if that made a big difference. But I think it's probably a little bit better just having more space here, and I won't go back there that often. So there's enough space to get back there, so that's probably enough. I'll test it one more time before I leave. Yo, how you doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna do like. That's good too. Oh yeah, I want to do chroma key. Okay, so let's chroma key it. Okay, so yeah, I mean it works pretty good. The lighting is like really not set up at all right now. I can turn these lights on, make it a little bit better. And yeah, so I might have to light it a bit over there, because right now, or over here, like one thing I can do, and that'll help the lighting a lot, is right now just turn these lights both on, although these lights aren't the best solution in the long term. So yeah, we'll have to get the lighting, and right now there's wrinkles, that's also messing it up. That's another thing too, I can zoom in when I got better controls. Someone should just realize I have better controls, because then I can have it back here and zoom it in so that I'm not so small in the frame, you know, do that easily. So it looks more like I'm like here, you know, but now my feet won't be slightly cut off. Okay, cool. I think another thing might be too that there might be a bit of an effect with like the grass, like yeah, I think it has a bit of effect where like it adds a bit of friction to picking your feet up, so it gives your feet a little bit of a drag, kind of like walking in sand. Like not really like walking in sand, because sand has all sorts of different characteristics that make it more difficult and more friction, because like it sinks. But this does sink a little bit too. Like I guess more than a regular carpet would, and as opposed to standing on just like a regular carpet, it kind of sticks to your socks a little bit. So you pick it up and there's just like a little bit of drag, more than there would be for a regular carpet, I think. And I think that that's not as present, or doesn't happen as much when you're wearing shoes, because yeah, I don't notice it as much or at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it too. but I think that maybe like the fabric of the sock can mesh with the fabric of the grass and create a little bit of friction, drag, etc. But anyway, I think that's good for now, people. I'm gonna go test stuff going behind here, seeing how that feels, and then I'm gonna go get outside, exercise, and I'll come back and then make the final changes to it, I think. See you later, people. Have a good day.